There was a man who was a huge wrestling fan, and he was visiting this town. He went to a local restaurant. And of course, while he was there, he was just listening to the conversations around him. When suddenly he sort of honed in on, well, a conversation that was taking place between two women. They were excitedly talking about going to see The Rock. This man's ears perked up because The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, was his favorite wrestler and, of course, his favorite actor. He followed him on Instagram. He followed him on X, followed him on Facebook, read just about everything that The Rock had ever written. So the man hatched a plan that when they were going to go see The Rock, he decided he was going to follow them from a distance. And so that's exactly what he did. He followed from a distance, and they never really saw him. And all of a sudden, they stopped along the side of the road, and they got out, and they started taking pictures of this huge rock, a boulder, if you will, that had slid down off of the mountain, and it was the talk of the town. The man kind of laughed to himself because, well, he had sort of misunderstood what rock they were talking about. You know, we can all hear things wrong at times and make assumptions about what we are hearing. But what's worse is to never be heard at all. To feel as if your voice is ignored, like it doesn't matter. We've all been there, haven't we? And we've probably at times done it to others, marginalized their voice, made them feel like their voice didn't matter and it didn't count. Well, I have to tell you, as we've been talking throughout this series, and finally this coming Sunday, September the 8th, I'm going to be completing this series, Close Encounters, the Unlikely People Around Jesus, and we'll be talking about, in this final entry, the unheard. We're going to look at one story in which a man had been unheard most of his life, and finally Jesus heard him, and it transformed everything. So if you've ever felt unheard, if you've ever felt like your voice didn't matter, I have to tell you that it does, and it certainly matters to Jesus. We're going to be talking about that in the conclusion of this series this coming Sunday, September the 8th, right here at Community Bible Church in Dania Beach. If you're coming in person, we're located 1 mile west of I-95, 1 mile east of 441 at the corner of Griffin Road and Southwest 30th Avenue. We have 2 in-person services for you every Sunday, 9:45 a.m. and 11 o'clock a.m. If you're unable to attend in person, why not tune in online at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time over on our YouTube channel. We'd love to have you. But one way or another, if you've ever felt unheard, if you've ever felt that your voice didn't matter, the concluding message in this series this Sunday is definitely for you. We'll see you then.